Lonzo and LiAngelo Ball have taken Chino Hills basketball to new heights. Last season, they led the Huskies to the state championship game.
They're pretty competitive people, when it comes to basketball, they want to be the best. And the thing that separates them compared to, anybody else is their confidence. They feel like they can win any game. The confidence is attributed to their hard work. I've never seen anybody work as consistently nor as hard as they have. So that confidence is something that's innate in them.
Last year as a junior, Lonzo had some of his best games during the Huskies' memorable playoff run. And that's what separates him from a lot of other great players.
In our playoff run, he stepped up, especially against Torrey Pines last year, where he just took over in the fourth quarter. 13 points or something like that in the fourth alone. That's the thing we want him to be known as. After the game, I told him that was a clutch performance, and you're right. That's what great players do. That's what separates the great and the good. They're going to come through and make those clutch performances.
The bigger the stage, the better I feel I have to play. I have to play good every game in order for us to win. So I just go out there and try to do my best, but I love the big stage.
The 6'6" senior guard can really fill up a stat sheet. Last season, he averaged 25 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 steals a game. He can play every position at the high school level, and his coach takes full advantage of his talents.
He just does everything for us. I mean, if you look at his stat line, he's the one guy, he's averaging pretty much a triple-double. But he, leads us in block shots, like 5 blocks a game, 5 steals a game. And so, my goal for him is to, fill up, all those categories, 5 or 6 different categories of, getting double digits. And so that's his goal one day.
I love it. It's always a challenge, and I love challenges. And I stay on the floor, play any position I want pretty much. Anything that he asks me to do, I try to do it, and hopefully we get the win at the end of the day.
He runs the team, but at the same time, he knows how to share the ball. Like, he can get everybody their shots in the right spot and stuff. He just runs the game good.
Lonzo's been fortunate to grow up in a family of basketball players. Both of his parents played in high school, and younger brother LiAngelo has always been there to push him. Last year as a sophomore, LiAngelo averaged 20 points per game, establishing himself as a strong complement to Lonzo.
Definitely just a pure scorer. He can post up, he can shoot the three, he can go off the dribble. So every time you need a bucket, you can just give him the ball and get out the way. He's
just a natural shooting guard right now. 6'4", 6'5", and he's got to work on some other things, to play a true, shooting guard position. But he's, in every word, shooting guard. He was our leading scorer until he got injured. And so, he's had highs of 53 and, 40s and, 30s. He was averaging close to 30 at one point. And so, he's capable of hitting 10 threes. Now we have him in the post, and we want to continue to refine his skills and, become more of a slasher, playmaker.
I try to put up points real fast, get my team going on the offensive end, and just carry over the defense and pick it up on that end too.
Both players have big goals down the road. Lonzo is leading the way as he's a top 10 national recruit committed to nearby UCLA.
It's definitely going to be different, but I feel I should be ready for it, and I should have a great career.
No, he fits beautifully into that. He's an LA, guy, so he wants to go to the local school and do things there.
Over the summer, LiAngelo got the UCLA offer he had been hoping for. Now he's also committed to the Bruins. The Ball brothers, though, get to make one last run at a state championship this year. And the youngest brother, LaMelo, even joins the fun, as he's now a freshman in the Chino program. And he also has verbally committed to UCLA.
It's going to be great. We all know each other. We've been playing since we've been young. And I actually have a cousin, too, so there'll be 4 of us. So yeah, it's going to be a ball-heavy lineup.
As great as last year was, the Ball brothers want to take it one step further to cement their legacy at Chino Hills.
It's definitely great. By far, it's been the best year they ever had. And it's actually a pretty new school, but yeah, by far, these have been the best years since I've been here. And